Cooking, whether we acknowledge it or not, is always tied to the past and memory. Crystal Wilkinson. In this video, I will primarily focus on key ideas, including the importance of family and oral history in regard to recipes, and the idea that food is a vehicle. I remember back to when I was a child, sitting in the same row we always sat in. My grandparents in the same spot they always sat in, and me sitting on the floor under the chair, flipping through the Bible, off in my own world. Church often bored me, except for a few occasions, and when I got older, of course. But I remember vividly my favorite part of every Sunday growing up was going up to the altar for communion. The priest Michael always invited everyone, even if it was their very first time there. There were two options: the church bread, as I call it, and a gluten-free vanilla wafer. That always made me laugh growing up, but they did really want to make sure everyone was included. When you go up, Michael gives you a little piece of bread, which my grandma usually made, and said, "The body of Christ, the bread of heaven." Then he held out the wine for the adults to sip, and kids could dip it, which I always did, and said, "The blood of Christ, the cup of salvation." I don't really remember exactly when we stopped going to church, but we did eventually. I wish I would have appreciated it more now, looking back. My mom grew up going there, and so did my brother and I. I forgot to mention we went to preschool there too. There are a lot of memories in that church, and after moving to Texas, it never really felt right to find another. Now in Oregon, we are just getting settled. I don't really know where home is right now. In this next section, I want to talk about my grandma, Grammy, as I know her. Her name is not on the recipe sheet that I used, but I will always remember it as hers. Grammy owns that shit. She has that kind of attitude, which I love. Not in a bad way necessarily, although we all have our moments. I always envision her in a bright red coat of some kind. She quilts and loves teddy bears and is an excellent baker and a chef and a terrible driver. And although she is getting older now, which makes me sad to see, she is still such an amazing woman and person. She texts not just me, but every one of her grandchildren at least every week, usually just saying happy Friday or happy weekend, and sends a funny AI-generated picture of Snoopy, usually as a hippie. Every Christmas for as long as I've been conscious, basically, she and my Gramps as I know him, give me a nice new pair of pajama pants and top. It's so simple, but I love it and appreciate it so much, especially now. When I was making the bread today, I had a flashback that was odd. I was back in her kitchen in Alaska, and we were making that bread. I was almost sure that I had never made it before, but in that moment it felt so clear that I had that memory. Even now I'm not sure anymore. But this will definitely haunt me. So I do guess I have to make more bread.